A white police officer will not face charges in the death of a biracial 19-year-old in Wisconsin. The prosecutor says the officer feared for his life and was within his rights when he shot and killed Tony Robinson back in March. Tonight, correspondent Mike Tobin joins us live from Madison with how the community is reacting to today's announcement. The protest goes on. Good evening, Mike.
Tony Robinson! Good evening, Brett. What you can hear right now is this crowd chanting, what's his name? Tony Robinson. That's the individual who was killed out here on March the 6th. The family, we just heard from them, calling for a peaceful demonstration, and that's exactly what they're getting. Very calm compared to what we have seen across the nation. This following, of course, that bombshell announcement that Officer Mark Kenny will not be charged and the use of force was justified.
I conclude that this tragic and unfortunate death was the result of a lawful use of deadly police force, and that no charges should be brought against Officer Kinney in the death of Tony Robinson, Jr.
That decision from the Dane County District Attorney related to the death of biracial 19-year-old Tony Robinson, shot by decorated Madison police officer Matt Kenny. March 6th, Kenny responded to multiple calls that a man was running into traffic, shirtless in the winter air, that he had attacked one person and attempted to strangle another. Robinson's family would later say he was under the influence of hallucinogenic mushrooms. Robinson and Kenny got into a confrontation in a stairway, away from witnesses. Even though Robinson was unarmed, an attorney representing Officer Kenny says he was justified shooting Robinson.
In fact, he did attack this officer in a narrow stairwell, and that officer sustained numerous injuries, including a concussion. So we think those are pretty compelling facts to indicate that the officer was confronting a deadly threat and acted accordingly.
Demonstrations followed on the streets of Madison. Largely uneventful, they've resulted in only 4 arrests. Demonstrators have doubted that charges would come and accused the district attorney of being part of a corrupt system. And the officer in question, Mark Kenny, is not back on the job. The police chief just announced today that he will remain on administrative leave while the investigation is done to see if he violated police procedures, separate from the criminal investigation. In addition to that, the police said that they have received credible threats of violence, but what we're seeing here manifest on the street largely is a very peaceful protest, particularly compared to what we've seen across the nation. Brett?